It's literally just the human brain doing what the human brain does. And I get so annoyed when they're like, oh, but it's ghosts. No, it isn't. Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back. And the door went literally 2 seconds after I pressed record. And it was my new jumpers that had arrived. So you're gonna have to see them now because my boyfriend is asleep and I have no one to show. And that makes me sad. So you are now ready, I guess. Welcome. What way around does this go? I think it goes this way around. I've been looking at this jumper for a while and it's really cool. It's technically a shrug, which is like a cardigan, but just for your arms. But I've been looking at this for ages because like sometimes I can't regulate my own temperature very well, and sometimes I get cold. No, sometimes I get too hot, like around my stomach and everything, and I can't wear jumpers, but then my arms get really cold. But look, it's got like, oh my god, I am not good with cameras when they're inverted. But like all this embroidery up the arms, it's so cute. Look, I look adorable, like a little jumper. It's cute. Okay, and then the other one is this one, and it's thinner. I don't mind that because I have like hefty jumpers and I can also layer, but it's like a dark grey, which makes a change from my usual black, but not by much. But it also has like embroidered sleeves. I love things on my sleeves, patterns, whatever. Just if it's got stuff on the sleeves, I love it. We're probably going to be wearing this one for the video. I feel like it might be a bit short in the arms, or it's just meant to be off the shoulders. Yeah, it might be a tad short in the arms, but I don't, whatever, it's fine. I think it's supposed to be like baggy and off the shoulder, and I had it on the shoulder. But I think once it's washed and it's stretched out a bit, I think I might need to stretch the sleeves a little bit. But once it's got some life in it, but look, I have leaves. Okay. Right, actually, onto the video. We are doing Will of Misfortune today, and I have just told you that before I've done any of the introduction. So, hello, welcome or welcome. No, I've already done this. I don't remember if I've done this. I'm doing it again. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Para. I am chaos incarnate in a body that cannot handle it because I am severely out of breath now. I'm a disabled creator. How disabled? I don't know. I'll answer that question in about a week when I find out. But yeah, we are going to do a Will of Misfortune today, and hopefully it goes better than the one that I filmed earlier. But considering I'm actually talking a lot more now and my brain seems to have caught up with the rest of me, I am hopeful. But anyway, I'm going to go make a cup of tea once I've done that. Oh my god, in the last video, I didn't tell you to go get drink. No. I'll be right back. I have to go do that. Right. I don't remember where I got to, but I do remember that I was supposed to go make tea. So I have done that. I'm assuming that we are getting ready to go into the wheels. So I have tea. Go get your drink. Maybe get a snack. Consider subscribing. Consider liking the video. And also on the note of snacks, I have Pringles. That was terrible. I have Pringles, so go get a snack. Look after yourself. And with that, we will jump over to the wheels now, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, who might be new, we will spin the wheel, we'll watch 20 minutes of footage, and we will react to it as we go. If we need a timestamp, we will get a timestamp. Some videos are longer than others. I've also added some new channels to this list. I want to continue adding channels, so if you can see anybody that I don't already have that you would like to suggest, please let me know. And with that, I guess we will just spin it now. Really? Okay. Mackie and Amanda, then I guess. Actually, I don't want to do that. I either want to do this one or I want to do this one. Okay, so I thought about it, and if I have time today, I'm going to do both. But I think I'm going to do this one just because I think it would be interesting to see two mediums going up against it. So as always, we will check out the description before we jump in. While we were in Indiana, the 7 Colby's 20 YouTubers in one haunted town video, Mackie and our friend, Celina Spooky, our friend, fucking commas, Mackie, comma, our friend Celina Spooky Boo, and I were all drawn to the same building, a cabin in the woods. Of course you were, because it's the YouTuber lore. It's not that it was haunted necessarily. It's that, ooh, that's a creepy cabin. That would make for a good video. It's filmmaking vision, it's not ghosts. Join the three of us in this haunted investigation while we try and communicate with the spirit who resides They're using a new method Celina created. We know this video is a little shorter than our usual investigation, so enjoy the live stream along with this, where we take a deep dive into this week's video and what we experienced. Not going to do that, just going to do the video on its own. But you also could have linked said live stream, so it was easy for your viewers to find, but you did not do that. Anyway, I'm nitpicking, which is what you come here for, so I don't know why I'm being nitpicky. But yeah, let's just get started.
To the cabin in the woods.
I feel like rage boiling in me.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen you get upset during an investigation. I've seen you get like flustered, like I need to step outside.
The things you've been going through, you're more clingable.
You're more
like
susceptible.
a negative energy can cling to you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being attacked.
But like you don't see it in your head.
No.
What?
Like,
Wait, what?
Was our bell ringing in there?
I didn't even hear it.
Did you hear it back?
She's the clearest spirit I've seen here.
I'm like not gonna lie, the energy in here is so high strung energy.
Right now, I'm gonna pray.
You really need to, before you leave, shake this thing off.
What do you mean?
Physically decide and shake that off before you get in that car and leave it.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're Mackie and Amanda. I'm Mackie.
I'm Amanda.
And we're here with Celina! Yeah!
This has been a crazy night so far.
Oh my god.
We all ended up getting the same vibe and feeling from this cabin in the woods. We were talking about it, we're like, oh, I felt that too, I felt that too. We're like, we have to all do something in here.
I think there's a woman in there.
I know it's dark, but I'm seeing a distinct lack of woods right now. Like, granted, could just be in the dark, but it just looks like maybe a cabin on the edge of a forest rather than in a forest. But who knows?
I think that she's obsessed with cleaning or tidying and making sure things around her home and around this property are neat. It was specific details about her personality traits. And so we decided we had to go into her home, if she allowed it, and speak with her. And you have some...
She can't really stop you, can she? You're a physical being, she is not. What's she gonna do?
tricks up your sleeve for us
I have a lot to show you.
I'm so excited.
I think I'm nervous.
It's new. I don't think you've done it yet, so.
I don't think I have either.
No, so it'll be good.
Well, like most people haven't.
No, I made it. I made it. Yeah, that's me. I know you haven't done it.
You're like, I don't think you've done it.
It'd be really weird if you did.
It's like, actually, I'm a pro.
There you go.
Was our bell ringing in there?
I didn't even hear it.
Did you hear it back?
I don't think I have either.
No.
Well, like most people have it.
No, I made it. I made it. Yeah, that's me. I know you have.
As if she heard that from outside. I mean, maybe she could have this, not particularly thick, but still.
I haven't done it.
You're like, I don't think you've done it.
It'd be really weird if you did.
Like, actually, I'm a pro.
There you go.
Was our bell ringing in there?
Yeah, dude. But we're gonna head into the cabin in the woods. But yeah.
Was our bell ringing in there?
Yeah, dude. But we're gonna head into the cabin.
That was set up because 2:32. Okay, can I get to the bit that I want, please?
It's like, actually, I'm a pro.
There you go.
Was our bell ringing in there?
I didn't even hear it.
Right. See, it went quiet for a little bit, and then she's like, "I didn't even hear it," and then they cut away. Right, but here.
Was our bell ringing in there?
Yeah, dude. But we're.
And then no, dude, and then they just carry on talking. They went back and they refilmed that.
We're gonna head into the cabin in the woods. Such a terrifying sentence. We're gonna head into the cabin in the woods. Such a terrifying sentence. And we're gonna see what we can't connect and communicate with.
Go right inside and.
But Mackie looks really frustrated.
To the cabin in the woods. Such a terrifying
See, looking off to someone I'm presuming is off camera, to a person.
sentence. And we're gonna see what we.
Look at the hands, like fuck, I don't know what's going on. It's like she was trying to set something up. They were being completely I thought that was printed on a t-shirt for a minute. It's not. she's tried to set something up, they have just like completely blown over it, and then they've had to go because somebody's inside ringing the bell, and she tried to make it a thing, and they've completely blown over it, and then they've had to go back and refilm it, which is why the voice lines after that sentence are different on the footage.
You can't connect and communicate with.
Go right inside and talk to the ghost. Let's go.
Yep, the woman is still in. The woman's still in here.
Feels so heavy immediately, or not, like it's hard for me to breathe in here.
I feel so protective over her. Like, the woman's in here, and it's almost like, please don't say that. Like, sorry. I don't even, like, I'm not trying to be rude at all, and I know you're not. It's like I try to keep this place nice, and like it's like she's doing her best.
No, it looks nice. It's not that.
Everything could be so much better taken care of. Like, that's her vibe. Like,
yeah, it's almost like, come on, please, let's get it together. Like,
yeah, no, that's yeah.
Frantic.
We're all gifted ladies. I want to do the trifecta, an amplified trifecta.
Okay.
So I want to do a triangle. I want to set up my infinity deck and the crystal skulls, and I want us to all try and connect to each other, and then see if we can, like, answer all the questions that we've had about this place.
Since when was Mackie a gifted lady? I thought it was Amanda that was medium and Mackie was just sort of along for the ride. But yeah, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to these people.
Okay.
I love that idea.
Say all the things, even if, you know, you literally just taught them about it. I want to know if you're on the same page as me. Do you feel like the door should be open or closed?
I actually feel like the door should be closed.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I always feel like the door should be closed.
Okay.
I'm like not gonna lie, the energy in here is so high strung and weird.
It's extremely high strung.
Sometimes they are so clear, and like right now, I can't even see her. I can just feel her in the room with us.
I thought, didn't she say, I'm not going back, but I swear she said that she could see her. But, okay. Oh, she might have just walked in and been like, she's in here. I think that's what it was. I don't remember.
I know that she's in between Mackie and I, somewhere on this side, and she keeps moving, not past the wash bucket. Like, she's never made it to the garlic. It's just always been on this side of the room. She's the clearest spirit I've seen here, like, been able to communicate with.
So have you seen her or have you haven't? Because you've said both things now. Communicate effectively. Not your strong suit, I know, but communicate effectively, please.
This is my master skull, so like this is the one that I work with and I feel the most connected to.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about him.
Doesn't he, like, he feels different than Tom.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know
like
how
him
to-
that much.
Wow.
You don't like him? He's got like a bossy, but like in a caring way.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm being judged. Or like I did something wrong.
Should we set up a bunch of equipment? Should we just do these? I'd like to like practical effects, just like literally try and connect and see what happens.
I'll add a couple.
So they pretty much are.
Okay, so crystals, kind of get. Can you imagine lugging that around though? Like, that'd be, I mean, no wonder it's in like a wheeled carry-on because that'd be fucking heavy. But story time. When I first started collecting crystals, I wanted a bunch of different crystals. And one of them, I didn't want anything specific, but I wanted like black crystals for like grounding and stuff, right? So my ex-husband went out, got me some crystals. He liked getting me witchy things because then I'd post it on my witchy groups and then he'd get praised for being like an amazing husband who supports witchcraft, whatever. So yeah, he bought me some black crystals. Turns out they were black tourmaline. I didn't know this. And I picked them up. They were like a bunch of like little clusters, like fragments from like a long stick or something that had broken or been cut or whatever. I don't know, whatever, but they were small. And there was like 6-7 of them. And picked them up, I held them in my hand and I wanted to work with them and they gave me such a bad headache. I knew nothing about these crystals or really about crystals in general at this point. Still kind of don't, but not the point. Like, I think they're pretty, but they're not really my thing to like work with tactilely all the time. I like displaying them, I like putting different ones together for like different things, that sort of thing. I like wearing them like passively, but actually actively working with them and knowing what they do without having to Google it. No. Anyway, I was holding them and they gave me a really, really bad headache and I started feeling sick. So I put them down, I put them in a box, I never picked them up again. Well, I did, but not for a while. Fast forward to like a month after I left my ex-husband, he'd moved out. I was cleaning up, I filled an 8-yard skip and a 12-yard skip with all the crap that came out of my house that he'd left behind. It was bad. Anyway, I'm trying to clean up and get some semblance of my life back. And I picked up these crystals. I was like, oh, these are the ones that I don't like. They give me a really bad headache. And I picked them up and they didn't do that because it was basically immediate before. And I sat there for like a good 10 minutes, like just like passing them between my hands, being like, why aren't you doing the thing? And then I ended up Googling what they do. And I don't remember off the top of my head. So shut up, Celina. So we are going to go on a side quest to find out what they do. Metaphysical. This is new. I don't remember seeing that. This stone acts as a negativity deterrent by cleansing and protecting your auric field. The purification that black tourmaline provides is perfect for anyone struggling with anxiety, anger, and unwanted thoughts. This stone will also act as a transmuter, taking negative energy surrounding you and purifying it. That's not what I want. It was specifically, I probably won't be able to find the exact page now, but it was, I find it hilarious that since EMF has become a thing, it all says EMF because that was not there the first time round. Interesting, because I remember roughly what it said, and it's not what it says now. This is so funny to me, because it didn't say any of this before, and I was Googling it in like 2020. Okay, whatever, this is a side quest, I'm not spending too long on this. I think it's hilarious that they've added all that EMF stuff to that crystal, because it was not there before. But the general gist of what it said was something along the lines of what it was saying already, with it being like a protective stone and everything, but also with it like trying to purify the negative energy, but also sort of waking me up to like what was happening around me, essentially. Clarifying or bringing things into clarity about like negative patterns and cycles and that sort of thing. And it was really funny to me looking back on it in hindsight, because I was like, it was interesting that it was making me sick and feel physically ill back when I was being a victim. But when I was safe and, you know, in therapy and everything, it was fine. I always found that really interesting. So I do hold like a small amount of grace for crystals. I think there could be something to it. They're not like replacing medicine or anything anytime soon, if ever, but you know, like as a thing that could be useful, yeah, because something that gets me is if I had known what black tourmaline was and what it did, I would be like, oh, it was psychosomatic, I did it to myself. But the fact that I had no idea and it happened is interesting to me. But anyway, let's continue with the video. I do find it interesting that this method seems to rely on oracle cards. So we will see how this goes.
No's and yeses and what's on in there, ask agains, stuff like that. But I genuinely think we should just try to connect.
Okay.
In general, then to each other and try we're gonna do the thing. The circle, square, triangle.
You know, some people can.
So it's essentially a magic 8-ball made out of cards. Okay.
Picture an apple in their head. Like if I say apple, you can see an apple in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
You don't have that?
No.
Wow.
Can't do it.
So when you think apple, what is it?
I know what an apple looks like.
But like you don't see it in your head?
No.
What?
Like, wait, what?
Pink butterfly.
It's a thing.
I know what a pink butterfly
You don't
would look
picture
like.
it in your head?
No.
Wait. But are you picturing it? Like,
No, I'm just thinking that it would like remind me of a monarch butterfly. But
But can you see the monarch butterfly in your head?
no.
Are you a new soul or an old soul?
I've been told I'm a very old soul.
But how do you imagine it if you don't see it?
It's like you think with words instead of
So you
pictures.
see words?
I guess so, but I don't like see the word.
That blows my mind.
For me, because this fascinates me as well, like how different people think. But it's like I see it, I see the thing, but it's like so faint, or it's like through frosted glass or something. It's just like I can kind of see it, but not really. So how do you guys think? Because I find this fascinating. Not from like a ghosty woo point of view, but just from a psychology is amazing point of view.
So the point
How do you
is...
live? That's all I do. So you picture your husband. What do you see? Can you see his face in your mind?
No. Wait, what?
Wait, but what about when you see it? You can see the spirits in your head.
I see them usually in front of me.
Yeah, she said that earlier. I asked her, and she's like, it's always physical.
No, but what about those times when there's been images flashing in your head, like pictures?
That's when I know this is not a thought for me. That's why I guess I call them downloads. Like you've heard me say downloads. Like I get these downloads of images and thoughts and things in my head.
That's crazy.
But other than that, no.
You picture things?
Oh yeah.
Like in my head right now, I see you with butterfly wings.
Yeah, like I can't not picture things.
That's why she falls asleep.
Yes, because oh my god, yeah, when I close my eyes, it's go time. I'm like,
Do you get
I'm making up
anxiety?
so many things.
Honestly, no.
Wait, what?
She doesn't get anxiety because she doesn't
Yeah,
overthink because she
that's
doesn't see
true.
things. Okay, let's.
That's not how anxiety works. You can overthink with words. You don't need to visualize pictures to have anxiety or overthink. If you needed to think in pictures specifically to have anxiety, it'd be in the DSM. It's not. That is so stupid. Also, I have a hair that's poking me in the eye and it is really annoying. I need to hurry up or I'm not going to have time to do this.
Let's bring it in. Okay, let's connect to the deck and then let's connect to each other. Look at it.
Okay.
Feel it. I handmade them all. Okay.
I'm connected with this deck.
Okay, good. Let's connect to each other. Okay, let's start with like you two to each other.
Wait, what do you mean?
Start deep into each other. Connect. I know it's f***ing weird, right?
No, we like don't even look at each other. I don't think we've ever hugged.
No, we haven't.
Why are you making me so uncomfortable? Stop.
Because I get so uncomfortable making your yeah.
You got.
Okay, this is funny because eye contact is fucking awkward as shit. It just is. Don't make me stare into somebody's fucking soul like that. I will. No, I'm good.
I do it.
Okay. Just.
Okay, yeah, you choose it and you guess.
Oh, are we
it.
doing this really? Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. I think it's
I'll
gonna be
choose.
the same. She's gonna choose in her head and then you guess what she chose.
The shape?
Yeah, circle,
Okay.
square, triangle.
Wait, close your eyes.
Oh, you're gonna throw it right off.
Circle, square, triangle?
Yeah, I'm sending you the shape.
Circle?
No? It's okay, we can do this. Hold hands.
Okay, yeah, because I can't even see your eyes.
I'm sorry, but you've got like a 33.33333% chance of getting it right. You guess enough times, you're gonna get it right.
Triangle.
No, why are we so bad at this?
I don't know.
It's because when you stare at each other, it was like, it was
It gets
funny. You gotta let it go deep for a second. Okay, I'll try. Okay, do you wanna guess mine?
You guess fine.
I'll guess yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm second guessing myself.
Let's go. Yes, you got it. You got it.
Square.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, that's of course, like from like a cold reading or like deductive point of view, that's the only one she hasn't picked yet. So statistically speaking, it was most likely gonna be square.
Yes, no, I'm sure. They know. Okay. Now I'm really second giving myself because I really feel triangle again.
What was your first? What was the other one?
Circle.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, I
Yeah.
just know.
And that was lead. I'm really feeling triangle, so triangle was our answer. And then she was like, well, what was the other one? That was lead. Okay. Psychics!
Okay.
Now you choose one and show the camera, and I will.
Okay.
Triangle.
Yeah, that was quick.
Anyone that hasn't been picked yet. This is so obvious. So obvious.
Okay, that
Okay.
feels connecting. So who hasn't gotten it then yet? You haven't. Okay, you try and do me.
My head's completely blank, and this lady's frustrating me.
Move your hands how you think she moved her hands. I know that's a crazy statement.
Frustrating me a lot.
Okay, sorry.
This lady, I don't know what it is.
Think of
No, I feel like rage boiling in me.
really?
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
You do. You're giving off angry ass
No,
energy.
you're not.
I'm really
are.
mad right now. Like
Yeah.
my face is
Like
hot.
I've never seen you get upset during an investigation. I've seen you
Yeah.
get like flustered, like I need to step outside.
We are in the trifecta. Ask the deck if that's what
Okay.
she's experiencing.
Is Mackie experiencing the woman who lives here?
Okay.
That gave me goosebumps.
Mm-hmm. So is it the woman?
Do you ever see something so stupid you just don't have words? That it's just like... Because that's how I feel right now. Like, I've gone on the tarot and oracle rangent? Okay, rangent is now a new word. I was trying to say tangent or rant. Rangent a few times, and if nothing else, it's a way to glean information from your own subconscious. What they're trying to do with it now, like, I get it, kinda. It looks cool. It may work, false positive, occasionally, but it's just aesthetic. If they really were mediums or psychic, like they claim, they wouldn't need this. They would both see the same thing. They would both know the same thing. And they keep getting shit wrong. Or the stuff that they do get right, it's powers of deduction kind of thing. It's something that anybody could do. It's statistical guesswork. And that is not mediumship. And that is not being psychic.
Do you think it's the woman or do you think it's something else? Like that, the other
I
thing?
feel like the woman is... Okay, let me try to think. I need a second to think.
Okay.
How to put this into words.
I feel like you want to like give me a skin burn.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I'm, like, nothing weird is happening to me. Like, I'm not being possessed or anything like that. I mean, I've always had, like, bad, like, anger issues.
Uh-huh.
And, like, trying to deal with my emotions and not being able to do it in the right way. And then I just get frustrated and angry and...
Ask if you should keep going.
Mm-hmm. Should I keep going? Don't ask again.
That is crazy. I've been looking at that card.
So it's just fucking improv. This is a magic 8 ball with cards. That's it. It is a magic 8 ball with cards.
All like
I
since you've been
immediately knew I was
out.
going for that one. I immediately felt it. So what does this mean?
There's this woman, but I feel like because the things you've been going through, you're more clingable.
You're more
like a
susceptible
negative
to-
energy can cling to you.
Yeah. Cause my emotions have been like all over the place. Like,
Even getting here, like the plane and everything, like it wasn't a good thing. Is what's happening with Mackie coming from a darker entity that's more of like that wants to cling. Okay. So then what do we do in that situation?
Right now, I'm gonna pray.
Okay. Well, then you're gonna hold on to this.
And Mackie, if you want to pray, like whatever you're comfortable with.
okay.
But Mackie, I pray over you. You are covered with the Lord's blood. Nothing negative is willing, able, God willing.
So she's praying to God, but she's like, granted, you can get Christian witches. Not trying to say that you can't. But if we are taking what the Bible says, then like witchcraft and divination and all that sort of stuff is a sin and you shouldn't do it. So she's fine doing this, but now she's praying to God, and Celina's fine with it as well. I understand them praying to like their own deities or the universe or their spirit guides or whatever, but praying to God. This feels performative. It doesn't feel authentic. We have a magic 8-ball deck of cards. We have some cool looking crystal skulls. We have Mackie with known anger issues or emotional regulation issues. And now we are praying to the Lord. So this is scripted as hell. Maybe the reason Mackie is so pissed off is because they had a through line and a thing that they were trying to do earlier that they had to go back and re-record, and she isn't emotionally regulated enough from being shut down and ignored earlier. So maybe that's it, because she looked fucking pissed outside. Maybe she's just still fucking pissed about that, and she hasn't had the time to emotionally come round, because if she does have emotional regulation issues like she just said that she did, and like same, I'm not perfect in regulating my emotions. It can take me a good period of time to settle. Like, I can more or less handle myself appropriately, but behind the scenes it will take me like a good hour, maybe longer, to like fully settle and come round from being pissed off or whatever. I thought Umbra was by my feet. She is not. It is my own shadow. So, oh, they're both sleeping in their baskets. That's adorable. In exactly the same position as well. Like, they copied and pasted each other. It's adorable. Yeah, I don't remember what I'm saying, but it's performative as fuck.
To touch you, to harass you, to hurt you, you are given strength from something so much mightier than them. And I pray in God's name that this thing will leave now.
I have goosebumps.
Do you feel? I know.
I feel a little bit lighter for sure.
When I started praying, I started sweating.
Yeah, no, I'm like burning hot.
And I never have I also never have a hard time praying.
No.
And it was like hard for me to come up with the words.
When you were talking about that negative, angry feeling, I thought you had a nosebleed, but then it was like a shadow that disappeared. But it wasn't. I was gonna stop you like, I think your nose is bleeding, but it's not.
That would be insane.
That would be very scary.
But you should ask if it's gone.
I was actually going to.
Yeah.
The spirit who was here affecting Mackie, no longer affecting Mackie.
So it's still here.
Oh my god, no, it's no longer affecting
Oh no, it's no
Mackie.
longer. Okay, yep.
I take it as it's not gone, but she asked that question in such a way that whatever answer they got, she could fit it into the story. She technically asked 2 questions the opposite way round, so any yes would have been fine, any no would have been fine.
And the reason I wanted to use this deck is this yes and no deck is to be like confirm or deny the things that we saw tonight.
Yeah.
I love that. I think I should ask.
Okay. Was there a self-cancel in the barn that was found by their mother? No.
I knew you were gonna get no. The answer is yes. 100%. And I knew you were gonna flip no. But I had nothing to write my hands down, or to write with. I couldn't signal to the camera.
So who's
Can I try
playing
asking?
games? Mm-hmm.
Is someone lying?
So the deck doesn't work, but the second the deck doesn't work, it's a spirit interfering with the deck, so this deck isn't reliable. That is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's only reliable when it's convenient to their plot.
Right now?
Okay. The whole night that's just been, there's this pregnant teenager, there's the self-cancel in the barn, those are like my hardest ones, and the keeper. And the keeper, I'm just calling him the keeper because that's the guy who's here and that's who stopped us talking in the barn, who I think was with you.
That's who I think was over the church.
Was that you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So this deck wasn't reliable a second ago, so they haven't touched it. They haven't picked it up. They haven't tried to cleanse it. They haven't tried to cleanse the area. They haven't done anything to stop this deck from being affected. But now, because the answers are going the way that they want them to go, it's suddenly fine and not being affected, and we're just gonna forget that they said that like half a second ago.
So the man outside, the keeper, That's the negative entity.
Okay.
Do you haunt both the churches?
Why does that feel like a lie?
I thought the same thing.
It doesn't feel. Maybe
Is that a lie too?
Why are you the only one getting truthful answers? Because you have the
they
darker
like
energy.
me.
You have the darker
Yes.
energy. You have to finish.
How is that a truthful answer? That wasn't an answer. That was just a don't ask again. And also, Celina turned something over and it said yes. And oh my god. I can't. I cannot right now.
This.
Will you be here tomorrow when we're here?
What are you feeling for? And
I just
begin.
feel it.
Okay.
Like I feel like tingling like all the way up my arm and like into my core. Like it just feels.
That's your nervous system. Not a ghost. It's not spirit. It's not divine communication. It's your nervous system. And like you gotta pick one of them.
It's like right or wrong.
It's like a magnet almost, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it will be.
Both of us knew it was a lie. I just got dizzy again. She's here, but like they're.
1 second, I'm trying to fix my fucking bracelet. Okay, cool, I did it. My son is into loom bands and he made me a pink mum bracelet. You can kind of see it. But yeah, he made me a cute little loom band bracelet and I haven't taken it off since he gave it to me. Which, well, I have because I had to for scans and stuff. But other than that, I haven't taken it off since he gave it to me. And that was beginning of December, I think. Yeah. And the bead keeps going on the outside of the elastic and it's annoying. So I keep having to fix it. But also dizziness. Yes, dizziness. Celina going dizzy means absolutely nothing within the realm of the paranormal because she has blood pressure issues that have hospitalized her. I'm assuming she's on some sort of treatment or blood pressure. Ow! Hit my cheek. Some sort of medication or treatment plan for said high blood pressure. But dizziness and high blood pressure are a thing that coincide. So I would know I have high blood pressure. I am now on treatment for it. But also my dizziness comes from other things as well. But dizziness and high blood pressure, you can't. Sorry, not accepting it.
There's this thing.
I almost feel like it's outside and it just has this pull over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you leave with people? Be honest.
You really need to, before you leave, shake this thing off.
What do you mean?
Physically decide and shake that off before you get in that car and leave today.
Like this thing that we're talking about?
Yeah, like it's not something that I think is inside you, but it is
As close as it can possibly
shake it
get.
out of your hair, just any little grossness left over.
Do you know you're not allowed to come with me?
Strong.
Also, the more they go into asking questions, the more staged is not the right word, the answers are going to get, or limited the answers are going to get, because you've only got a finite amount of cards left. What would have been a better way to do this is to ask a question, shuffle the deck, or have them, I feel like they feel quite thick. I'm not sure how shuffleable that would be, but like have a pile of them and mix them about, or just have them all spread out over the floor, mix them about, keep them all face down. So you've always got the full range of answers. Or even if you just use those ones but kept them face down and mixed them up so you didn't know where the answers were. But having this finite amount of answers, it doesn't make sense. It does not work. Because if the answer's no, but you don't have any no cards left face down, you're not going to get a no. Not that this works anyway, as we've seen, but I'm going to pick it apart anyway.
Vibrations, because you have heard certain people vibrate at a certain level where you can't have attachments like that. Do you know what I mean? Like you literally.
That is not how that works. If we are taking the spiritual thing, every single like witchcraft educator you will find, either on TikTok, not on TikTok, whatever, you know, one's worth their salt. Not like, I can't say not one's just scamming you, because technically they could all be scamming you depending on your belief system. Not the point. You know what I mean, or you know what I'm trying to say. It is always cleanse before you do anything. It is always protect yourself first. It is protection magic is the one that you're going to learn first before you learn anything else, because there is never this higher level that you reach where that stuff just doesn't affect you. It is always protection first, spell work, communication, whatever you're attempting to do depending on your belief system second. Celina is talking out of her arse right now.
You physically couldn't probably.
Wow.
Because you vibrate at a different level.
I've never been to like anyone I've gone to. They've always been like, you have no one attached to you. Like you have
Okay,
nothing
that's
to you,
good.
which shocks me for the work I
No,
do.
you have that energy. Certain people do, and it's weird. And again, it depends on where you are in your life. That might change one day, but right now,
It's a good thing.
yeah.
Do you know if I have something attached to me?
It's not going to be honest. It's going to be honest with you. It has to be. It always has been.
Let's both decide that.
Or else I'm not coming back here tomorrow. Said no. Was that a lie?
If it was attached to you, you coming back tomorrow wouldn't make a shit's worth of difference. It's already attached to you.
So it knows what
Again, you've only got a finite amount of answers. This is stupid.
won't tell me.
What's the point of lying?
What's our last question? I feel like it's shifted to you, and like this place is opening up things about you.
I want to know if you'll have experiences tomorrow.
I really don't know what to ask.
You take it. You're the closest to her.
Will you be here with us tomorrow and communicate with us again?
That's a lie.
It literally will not answer.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Because
Dude, oh,
I know
dude.
it's a lie.
And the fact that you couldn't flip it
Yeah.
was a
It wasn't that she couldn't flip it, it's that she didn't know what to ask, so she didn't ask anything. And also this whole, oh, it's only telling the truth to Mackie. Yet it literally just lied to Mackie, if we're taking this at face value. So, which is it? Because right now it's 3 girls sitting on the floor spouting absolute bullshit for a camera. It is ridiculous.
lie. Like, you should have been able to flip that. You've done way harder things.
They can't lie to me. I just don't know why, like, the
But it did lie to you. It did. Oh. Okay.
dark ones like me so much.
I see your shadow self as just yourself having to learn how to conquer this. Like, this is the challenge you've been given.
Yeah, that's the story of my life.
Right?
So much
sense.
I feel like we learned a lot.
I've been.
This was real.
I mean, like the past 8 years, I feel like I've been really dark. Like, and then the anger and all the emotions come up, and I'm just like even when I was getting mad earlier, that's like what I'm having to do like every day. It's literally like me and then another person telling me to do these like things that are self-sabotaging or like not good.
Yeah, that's how mental health works. That's how mental illness works. That's how our traumatized selves work. When you go through traumatic things or very difficult things, traumatic subjective, you fragment. You literally fragment. I didn't really want to go to a DID, dissociative identity disorder website, but apparently I have to. I'm not sitting here for ages looking for a different website on the theory of structural dissociation. This gives me the chart that I want. This will do. So in the theory of structural dissociation, you would, like, if you were normal, untraumatized, whatever, you would just have like an ANP, an apparently normal part, doing daily life things. With PTSD, you experience one event that is very traumatic and you split off into, it separates from you. Not completely, you're not two different people, it's just like, this is me, the AMP part, and then this is the trauma. And then every once in a while, the trauma, you'll be reminded of something, you'll have a flashback. That's the EP part coming back. Very, 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 very simply, that is how it works. And then it gets more complicated with like things like CPTSD, which is multiple traumas, multiple traumatic events. And then you get like your BPD, borderline personality disorder, you've got your OSDD, which is other specified dissociative disorder, or your, I can't remember what oh fuck's sake, I'm dyslexic. DESNOS means disorders of extreme stress, not otherwise specified. So it's sort of like, it's slightly more than CPTSD, but it's not quite OSDD, it's somewhere in the middle. It's like a catch-all disorder for things that don't quite fit in the said boxes, which is, you would have the apparently normal part, and then you'd have like this little trauma, and this little trauma, and this little trauma, and this little trauma. You can't even see me, I'm not in frame. And that is how that goes. And then you go into like your bigger things like DID, where you have more than one ANP, and then DID things are like much more separate, split off, and it is more complicated. I'm not going to get into that today, it's not the point of the video. But my point is that with things, especially when you have that distinction between the ANP and the EP, your apparently normal part and your emotional part, it can be like somebody else telling you what to do, or these feelings are not my own, because you have dissociated that event from you. It has fragmented off within some capacity. It's also like another one is internal family systems, which is another one that they use, especially in like trauma-based work. I want like a cute little graphic. You're not going to give me a cute little graphic, are you? So you have the core self, that is you. It is the part of yourself that you most identify as you. And then you have still you. This isn't like DID where parts, I mean, even with DID, they are still like parts of one person. It's not different people, even though it can feel like that. Not the point. With this, it is like an imagination-based exercise. It's like when people with anxiety call their anxiety something like, I don't know, Patricia. It's not I'm anxious, it's Patricia's anxious, because that it gives a level of separation. So it's like, okay, well, Patricia's being anxious right now. That's not me. I can calm down. I can hold space for Patricia being anxious and be like, yes, okay, I understand that you're anxious. This is why you're anxious. And I can better hold space for that without getting frustrated and being like, well, you just shouldn't be anxious. I have nothing to be anxious about. But like, Patricia is still you. It's just giving a level of disconnect to better show up for yourself, if that makes sense. So like the exiles, they hold the painful emotions caused by the trauma. They carry burdens. They might isolate. You've got the managers, the protectors of the system, the internal family system. That will be you so the exiles is you when you're like feeling wounded, feeling like a moody teenager, feeling like, well, everybody hates you anyway, so I'm just gonna go like not talk to my friends because obviously they hate me. And then the managers is like maybe you at work, or you trying to de-escalate a situation, or trying to communicate your boundaries and your needs to a friend. And then your firefighters are the things that, or like exiles, examples, rage, grief, dependency, loneliness, guilt. Managers, controller, perfectionist, caretaker, judge, and self-critic. Firefighters, sleep, addiction, shopping, exercise, diet, self-harm, violence. They're not like separate beings to yourself. It's not that. This is a very sort of abstract explaining tool for very complicated processes going on inside your brain. But they show up as behaviors. So like the firefighters try and soothe. They're like self-soothing techniques. It's like going to sleep. It's escapism. Addiction. Escapism. Shopping. That gives you dopamine. Escapism. Exercise. You know, exercise can be a good thing, but if you do it too much, it's still a problem. It's still a form of escapism. Dieting or overeating, like eating for dopamine. Something this past week I've been doing is eating for dopamine. That's not a good thing. I'm trying to stop it. SH, which is a form of escapism. It's like if you can make your physical pain outweigh your emotional pain, then you feel better. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm rambling now. This stuff is my shit. I know a lot about trauma and the different theories and the different ways that it can present itself. I have done a lot of learning about this sort of thing. This is my shit. But if Mackie is going through a very hard time just recently and feels like something external to herself is making her angry or whatever, that is just herself. It is her nervous system, it is her brain, and it is self-sabotaging behaviours. It is her way of coping with the situation with the skills that she currently has. And sometimes when we go through incredibly stressful situations, all these good new shining coping skills that we've learned or may have learned, I don't know, you know, if she's in therapy, I don't know if she's been trying to self-teach herself anything. I don't know where she's at in her journey, if she's indeed trying to be on a journey. I have no idea. But if she has got some shiny new coping mechanisms, sometimes when we go through something really fucking hard, all those go out the window and we go back to old trusty reliable old coping mechanisms, which may or may not be good for us. So it's nothing spiritual, it's not a spirit, it's not a curse, it's not anything clinging to her, it's not an attachment, it's none of that. It's literally just the human brain doing what the human brain does. And I get so annoyed when they're like, oh, but it's ghosts. No, it isn't. It's just the human brain doing human brain things. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I feel like it purposely like wasn't letting me like read you guys. Like you're freaking like, cause like my brain would go completely blank when it was my turn to like pick the shape, which wasn't happening last night. But tonight is like just blank.
You couldn't see it in your head?
No, like
wonder what that's like.
No, I couldn't see in my head. I couldn't even think of the word of it. I'm like, something is in my head and it's like making me so mad.
Your time here now is when you're supposed to conquer it. Mm-hmm. I think you're the right job.
Or you're just having a bit of an off day. And, you know, sometimes I'll sit down, like, I know what I'm doing with this recording shit. I've been doing it for a while. I know that what the things I have to say, I know all the rest of it, but sometimes I just have a really off day and I just can't do it. Maybe you were just being a bit camera shy, or, you know, the pressure was on or whatever. And, you know, things had already gone wrong outside and you were feeling frustrated and annoyed. We all saw that. So that's going to have an impact on you going on and going forward and being able to, like, picture a shape or continue with the video, continue with the script or whatever. And especially when you're overthinking it because you're like, well, what is Amanda gonna pick? You know, because you're trying to like guess each other's shape. So it's like, well, it's not just about what I would pick. I've got to think about what Amanda would think I would pick. And then you're just overthinking and it's just gonna throw you off with whatever you would normally pick. Because like if you're just picking a shape, it's not that deep, it's a shape, it doesn't matter. But if you're overthinking, trying to think of a shape that your friend's gonna pick or think that you would pick, and it's just, I can't even get the words out, it's just gonna spiral. And then you're not gonna be able to think of anything because it's a big decision, there's a lot of pressure, and you go into decision paralysis. It's not that hard, it's not that deep.
Field for that.
I feel like you are doing it.
Yeah.
when ghost hunting meets therapy.
Boom. Ghost.
When ghost hunting meets therapy, yes, that's what I do. That is what I do. That is me. Not a therapist. I just know a lot of shit. Okay, well that was my video for today. I got rather frustrated during that one. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below, and if you have any video suggestions, please let me know, also in the comments. So I think I've done all the rambling I'm going to do today, but if you would like more para for whatever reason, this is the other content that I do, and I also have a Discord, and you can find the link for that down in the description box below. Or scan the QR code on screen, because I have a QR code now, because I'm fancy. But with that, I think I've rambled at you and ranted at you. What did I call it earlier? Rangent. I called it rangent. I rangented at you long enough. So I think I'm going to let you go back to the rest of your day now. I hope it's a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye. Paranormal.